So they just hung up again. So I don't know. I guess I'm just going to lose it. When I'm off the grid, I can do whatever I want. If I'm going to die, I guess if people are going to kill me and push me off the grid, I got to take a bunch of people with me. So people that literally are doing this need to be taught a lesson. They definitely do. Now, a lawyer could do that. I'm not the guy to do that. I'm the guy who sits there and takes it all the time. But after, I mean, oh my God, I just got a hold of her and she hung up. I turned it off so that way we got nobody on the line. I just asked her if she could help me apply for food stamps. I told her the problem. I told her that, we've had problems in the past getting a hold of people from this line, but I'm willing to come in and apply for food stamps, but I need somebody to help me work. Hang up. Hung right up again. So I think I'm going to lose it because that's the only place to get those services from, and I'm qualified and have every right to do it. Well, one way around this is to get an attorney, which I've already been told by the Share Fund and many other agencies that I'm qualified for these benefits. I should be receiving these benefits. I have every right to apply for food stamps or those type of benefits, but yet they are playing every game they can to prevent me because they believe my father is telling the truth. Everybody else fully understands this. They've seen the records. I've provided medical records, signed releases. They've seen me fall, have seizures. They've seen my injuries. I've pissed black, had internal bleeding. We've had seizures going all the way back to Lowell, like 15 years ago and on. We've had injuries all the way back. We got medical records and teachers' reports at the age of 7. We got Social Security case already applied. But that's my father. Remember, this is a fraudulent Social Security case. This is based on me winning a swimming medal and then them making up stories about it. This is based upon my mother giving me downers and then telling a doctor I have depression. This is based upon my mother jacking me up with 5 pills that all have the side effect that says, if your child exhibits signs of suicidal thoughts or depression, call the doctor right away. The pamphlet said this about like at least 3 to 5 medications. My mother literally, like, I do something wrong, I get yelled at, I'm in my room, she just loaded me up with pills, it's 9 o'clock at night, 8 o'clock at night, it's med time, and I tell my father that I am having suicidal thoughts and depression. Now, as soon as those medications stopped, that went away. I never had that again. But my mother's going to bring me down there and establish I have depression, I have all these different illnesses I don't have. I was born with ADHD. My mother tried to drug me and fuck me up and try to make me seem disabled. She failed at it. She was about to get in trouble for an overdose and destroying my nervous system because now my physical health has changed. Teachers saw this sudden change after the overdose. She moves me from state to state to state to state, trying to keep and trying to just flush out any information, make sure I could not see doctors, make sure I didn't get an education. I'm not even kidding. If you ask my father what type of education I got in New Mexico and Maine, he will say, Via Santa Maria and homeschooling. And if you ask him, well, what's Via Santa Maria? He'll say, well, that's a very nice program up in the mountains in New Mexico. And then when you ask him, well, didn't you sue them? Oh, well, yeah, ask him what that's for. And he'll go, well, because they abused my son. And you think that they had a good teacher there. Well, let's ask your son about that. What happened with the teacher? Well, the first lady quit after 3 months because it was too far up. Then the staff members who had no degrees used to just kind of do extracurricular type stuff, like let us hit rocks with hammers and get fossils. And then at the end, we had like once a week a guy who would let us take glue and stuff from outside and make these little Indian sculptures, and then he would read a book to us about Indians. Oh, yeah, that was my education for 18 months. And then 6 months of my mother's education. But yet, he won't tell anybody that. He'll say, I'm a liar, I'm mentally ill. He's referring to the Social Security case from before. Yeah, he's a liar, he's a fantasy, he's mentally ill. Yeah, he's playing you guys. Yeah, he's playing you guys. That's what he's doing. Don't give him a dime. Don't give him a dime. Yeah, kill him. Kill him. Yeah, finish him off already. Yeah, kill that motherfucker. Kill that Zach Newell. Yeah, we don't fucking care about him. Kill him. He doesn't need no money. He can't work. He's lying about that. He can work just fine. Meanwhile, everybody around me is concerned because the last time I went to work, I got a big scar on my face. I'm all bloodied up. I got big fucking scars, pictures all over. My whole body's cut up. I'm bleeding all over the place. Why? Because I tried to walk when I shouldn't have been. That's it. My neurological disorder was real bad. It was time to go to work. They said I couldn't call out, what I never do, and I got hurt. So that happens every day. I puke in the morning and I get very sick because my mother decided to give me full bottles of Epicac during childhood as a punishment. And if you're thinking this is just me being mental and making up stories, my mother admitted this to witnesses on many occasions. The Epicac one was one of the few ones my mother actually bragged about. Yes, my mother bragged about how she gave me extra medication as a punishment. Not only that, she admitted it in front of my sister's husband, my father, and me. So if any of those people try to tell you that my mother did not give me extra medication, they are lying. Absolutely. Positively lying. This was already ran through several times. The Epicac punishment. My mother gave me a full bottle of Epicac as a punishment. She filled up a Dixie cup with just Epicac, no water, nothing, and she said, I'm giving you extra as a punishment. I'm giving you extra. I'm giving you extra. She even showed me what she was doing. Empty cup, filled up all the way to the rim with Epicac. This is what she told me too she did. It isn't like I just saw it. She made sure to tell me about it, and she admitted it year after year. And yes, it was very hard to get my mother to admit these things, but in front of my family, she absolutely admitted to it. So these aren't like fantasies. They're not some stories I'm spinning. These are actual events that happened. I ate a mushroom outside. I repeated something I shouldn't have said. I repeated something an adult told me. An adult told me, "What are you trying to do, commit suicide?" Then my nephew a week later asked me why I'm eating a mushroom. What am I doing? And I said, the other adult says it's called committing suicide. And then I keep on eating it. Then they ask me, what does that, are you trying to kill yourself? And I say, no, I'm eating it like a pizza. It's yummy. See, yummy, like on a pizza. I'm not trying to kill myself. And then my nephew says, well, you said something. And I said, yeah, but I didn't say I was trying to kill myself. I never said I was trying to kill myself. I never said I was trying to kill myself. I don't know what the hell you guys think I said, but it sure wasn't trying to kill myself. And then my mother proceeded to tell me she was going to give me extra medication, show me she's giving me a full bottle of Epicac, filling it to the rim, and then forcing me, after I'm already vomiting, to continue drinking. She wants me to continue drinking after I'm already vomiting. I vomit and the cup is still there. I vomit, the cup is still there. She wants me to drink it. I drink almost all of it. It's like an ounce at the bottom, but I'm too puking. My stomach's on fire. My throat's on fire. And that fire feeling lasted all day. My stomach hurt all day because I got about 10 times the max dose that you can take. Yes, my mother definitely gave me extra. And when she talks about extra, she also gave me pills during my adoption party and some part of my adoption before the party. Yes, she gave me pills to shut me up. Not only this, when my mother did not want me to go trick-or-treating, but she wasn't getting her way, everybody gave me permission. She gave me pills to make me sick. I vomited all fucking 20 hours of it. But don't forget, my mother had to get her way, so she did. She came by the bathroom, seeing me vomit, and said, "Oh, you don't get to go out and get any candy because you're sick." But not only that, this repeated. There was 3 or 4 Halloweens in a row where I got sick like clockwork. I'm fine, I'm ready, I'm putting on my costume. My mother says, time to take medication. She gives me some medication. I keep on putting on my costume. An hour later, I'm getting ready to go out, and I'm puking, I'm pale. I feel so weird, I'm sick. And my mother walks by the bathroom and goes, "You're sick, aren't you? I know you are. See, you can't go out again." And then the next year it happens again. It stopped about at age 12. These aren't any stories I'm spinning. But my father, oh boy, does he have a lot of them. Oh yeah, he wants to call my swimming medal stolen. He wants to say that me bumping in the furniture, oh, that's something to do with suicide, is what my wife told me. And then me jumping into a pool, his wife said that Zach was self-harming when he jumped in that pool and caught his foot on the fence. Meanwhile, all 10 witnesses told my father and my mother that all I did was jump in a pool. I jumped in the pool just like any other kid at that pool that day. My foot got caught on the fence. Back of the foot, by the way, where I can't even see what's going on. I didn't even know it got caught. My nephew had to tell me my foot was cut. And then I needed to get stitches. But my mother told the doctor that that was self-harming. That's self-harming. So much so that I even wanted to see what the fuck my mother was talking about, so I tried it one time. I was so loopy that my mother called me a self-harmer from age 7 all the way on, that at the age of 15, I finally tried it after she already blamed me and put it on my medical report. Because I was getting every single doctor, every single appointment. They were asking me about it. I had no idea what the fuck it meant. I was telling them about jumping in a pool, and they're asking me about suicide shit. And I don't know what the hell's going on. Well, I'm eating a mushroom, repeating stuff. I'm jumping into a pool. I'm bumping in the furniture. I have no freaking clue what's going on with my mother. So one day I actually try it with some glass. That's fucked up shit. I shouldn't have been doing that. My mother shouldn't be stealing my literal swimming medal from the orphanage and then trying to make stories about it. But my father today has already, at the age of 31 fucking years old, I get injured. I'm out of work, injured, and I need to get better. I can't get medical care. Why? What's wrong with my medical care? My father has lied. My father and mother have lied to him. Great. That's why, yep, every single time, they want to help me with my mother's fantasies, but they don't ever want to deal with the truth and the real life injuries that every fucking person sees. My boss, my coworkers, my roommates, my friends, the people on the bus, the people walking next to me. They all see my injuries. But then I wait 6 months to a year to go into the doctor. I go into the doctor comes in the room, sees me for 15 minutes, and they want to help me with my dead mother's fantasies that don't exist. And they say my father has already talked to them, or his wife, or his new wife, or my emergency contact has already told them everything they need to know, or my childhood records from age 13 on. And don't forget, I was homeless, living in the woods like an animal, repeating some of the things my mother told me because I believed them. So now I got to post this, but I'm going to die. I am physically going to get killed. They're going to push me off the grid, and then I'm going to be physically killed only because my mother and father wanted it this way.